In today's news, Elon Musk's half-sibling is a 4-year-old born to his 77-year-old father and stepdaughter. Look, I know no one's buying print media anymore, but really, this is news? This is what we're talking about today. This is what we're putting on the cover.
What's a word for two dudes that hang out occasionally because their girlfriends are best friends? Oh my man, that's the homie-in-law. Homie-in-law, never heard of that term before. That must be deep in the girlfriend handbook. To be honest, it makes sense, even down to the behavior of the two dudes who are in that situation. They're not really close friends, but if the occasion dictates it, they'll have a great time and be able to be cordial for their girlfriends. Oh, it's Gunter. What do you have to say, Gunter? Accents are just mouth fonts? Okay. I mean, if you think about it, he's not wrong. If only we could do the reverse, right? I would love to experience what Comic Sans sounds like, you know? I want to see how long I could withstand that before my brain turns to jelly. Oh my god, I need this bed. It's so cute. Yeah, nah, I'm gonna have to pass on this one. It would collect more dust than a Bible on an atheist shelf. I mean, sure, I guess it would, but it also looks incredibly uncomfortable in the sense that there's different seasons, man. It's gonna get hot at some point, and that's a sweatbox. Florida man uses welding grinder to remove gang tattoos on his face after he turns his life around. Hey, at least he's motivated. This dude lives his principles through and through. And to be honest, even though it sounds gruesome, an angle grinder just might give him enough precision to not scar himself up too terribly. I know a lot of people use razors to remove tattoos, and the scars left behind with that, plus like the leftover ink, just never looks good. Cardi B performs in front of a crowd with her, what? Twirling like a helicopter propeller? I am perplexed, bro. How did she know? I hope that wasn't like on purpose, because that's just incredibly trashy. I'm sure it was a mistake. A helicopter propeller? Like, dang, that's a visual, dude. Oh man, I mean, whoever wrote this title did a great job trying to make sure we understood just how crazy this situation was. Microsoft Bing AI generates images of Kirby doing terrible things. I love how everybody on the planet has chose to use Midjourney the right way. Instead of using it to copy art that already exists, we use it to create original art that shouldn't exist. And you know what? I gotta be honest, I have at least like 11 different incredibly offensive AI generated memes that I found on Twitter. And I started that collection like 2 days ago, and I anticipate that it will grow. How? How in the world did you manage that? How did you do that? Like, seriously, what encouraged you to do this? Okay, I don't think being a teenager is enough. I think you genuinely have something wrong with you. Like, come on, what was the idea? What was the goal? Can you just lay it out for us? Can you do that for us? Can you give me an abstract on why you did this? Okay, girlies, we all know that every boyfriend gift guide is just hot sauce, alcohol, new underwear for when he craps himself from all the hot sauce and alcohol, and a watch. This is the season of crunchy leaves, chunky knits, and pumpkin spice latte misogyny. The drink is derided as basic in terms that often veer into sexism, but are those who ridicule it just missing out on all of the fun? We have no problems here in the West. I am so happy to live in a region of the planet that is so devoid of pain, suffering, and turmoil that we're really over here having political conversations about whether or not it's sexist to consider somebody basic for getting a PSL. Minute and minute should not be spelled the same. Yeah. You know, I agree with you. I'm not content with this content. I object to that object. Yo, whoa, I need to read what I read again. Excuse me, but there is no excuse for this. Okay, come on, someone should wind this post up and throw it into the wind. Let's play a game of Millennial Monopoly. The rules are simple. You start with no money, you can't afford anything, the board is on fire for some reason, and everything is your fault. Excuse me, you're not telling the whole story. It's your fault because you guys won't stop eating avocado toast. The rule/function of the golden snitch in Quidditch is stupid and completely ruins what would otherwise be an awesome sport to watch. Imagine if in basketball, each team had a player out in the parking lot trying to catch a frog for the win. You're watching a great game that's been neck and neck, and then suddenly the buzzer sounds halfway through, the game's over! Ramirez just got the parking lot frog!
Pro squatter remover helps widow reclaim her Hollywood home from Iron Chef winner.
After restaurant owner and Iron Chef winner Adam Fleischman squatted in her home, Claudia knew exactly who to call. Pro squatter remover. How in the world did you get that role? How in the world did you turn that into your job? And to be honest, that sounds like so much fun, because squatters are the most annoying creatures on the planet. Could you imagine being so grimy to use the law to your advantage to steal somebody's house? And who knew that Iron Chef winners could be so grimy? Thinking about how when my oldest brother took Japanese classes, his professor was like, your pronunciation is really good, but you need to watch movies that aren't about the Yakuza because you sound like a criminal. Somewhere in this beautiful world, there is a man who sounds like Paulie Walnuts because he learned English by watching Sopranos. I once walked into Subway, asked for a meatball feet long, said crap directly afterward, then walked out. I can never go back. No, don't be defeated, bro. Don't give up. You go back in there and you act like nothing happened. All right, you show up the next day, and when they look at you a certain way because they remember the silly words you said the day prior, you order that sandwich. You act like nothing happened and you stare right in their face. You mog them. You make sure all of your looks maxing is 100%. You do all of that and you win. That's how you win this encounter. Hey, yo! She in racial chat room showing feet. We all know who we're talking about here. We all know he's talking about Doja Cat. And yeah, I agree. She's been weird, man. She's been strange. The Satanism stuff is so just performative and fake. And of course, people are digging into her past again and digging up all the clips of her in these racial chat rooms, showing her toes to these random nerds online, bro. It's all weird. It's all strange. And to be honest, we should have expected it. She's been weird from the beginning. Scroll back on her YouTube channel and listen to some of her original songs, bro. She's always been strange. I'm confused how he's homeless but has a working cell phone. You're confused how a home costs more than a phone? Is this your first day on Earth? You know what? That's believable, to be honest. A whole lot of dusters nowadays always talk like this, you feel me? They come from Mars, always confused about the human way of life. It's annoying to answer their questions and accommodate their ignorance, all right? It's ridiculous.
Sam Bankman-Fried's younger brother tried to buy the Pacific island of Nauru in the event of an apocalypse, where he wanted to develop a bunker and develop a lab for human genetic enhancement.
I've never traded on FTX, thank God. I feel sorry for anyone who did and had their money stolen, but hey, at least you know that your stolen hard-earned money was going to fund genetic enhancement research on a Pacific island. So there's that. Hey girl, I'm not Chinese, but I can definitely cook you some ramen while we watch a movie. That's definitely a way to start a conversation with someone that's Chinese. Fumble. My bad. Let me restart here. Who's your favorite communist? You know, I bet there's a couple of seconds on that medieval stretcher rack where it feels incredible. Ooh, could you imagine just your whole spine just being unlocked and then the ligaments begin to tear? But hey, at least you have 5 seconds of just pure bliss before you begin to stretch like taffy and then snap like putty. Why did we just collectively decide that fantasy worlds need to be populated solely by British, Irish, Scottish, Welsh, New Zealand, and Australian accents? I want ethereal fairies who sound like they were born and raised in a farm in Tennessee. This is a ship shipping ship. Shipping ships. Huh, I understand. So, to reiterate, if the ship shipping ships, how much ships there are? If shipfinity, the infinite ship. In theory, yes, but in practice, no. But good question. Anybody else? How are there people with no therapy, not taking any prescribed or illicit substances, just raw dogging reality? Reality is just that awesome, man. Who would want their vitamins stopping that? If I had constant hallucinations, I'd welcome them. Hallucinations just mean more friends. Hey, if you could be any flavor of ice cream, what would you be and why? Rocky Road, cause I've been going through it with you. What about you? Was I the wrong ice cream? I'm getting worried. Okay, you guys might think I'm sick for this, but you're just gonna have to understand. I really like eating nerds because I'm secretly hungry for aquarium gravel, and this takes the edge off. Like, man, I've been chasing this dragon for years, and I finally have a release. I finally have, like, an escape. That diatomaceous earth gets me going, bro. I can't get enough of it. Might not be the girl you marry, but 110% gonna be the girl you think about at 2 a.m. when you're laying next to your Lululemon pumpkin spice wife with the personality of a dead squirrel in 10 years, bored, wondering if I ever got it together. Wondering? Nah, I'll be certain that you didn't get it together, all right? Those 2 months were crazy, but you're crazier, all right? I'm glad that I have a pumpkin spice wife because it's way better than dating a Pink Whitney girlfriend. What's your biggest fear? Being forgotten? Oof, that's deep. Mine is this fish. Why does he look so disappointed in me? What is this? I don't like this conversation. It's making me feel icky. It's making me feel gross. Being forgotten. Why is a fish disappointed in you? I don't know. I don't know, man. Both of you guys need to stop sharing. Why does The Rock look like his face was poorly photoshopped onto himself? You know, I'm all for making fun of celebrities. We need to knock them down a peg, all right? You know, they play pretend for a living. They make millions of dollars. They need to be made fun of. But this is not fair. You want to know why? Because it's real. This is true. He can't change the size of his face on his skull. This former WWE star will always look like this forever. We shouldn't be making fun of his Photoshop face. What's up, everyone? It's your boy Ailurus, aka Panda Daddy, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, let me know in the comments down below and leave a like if you liked the video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, fam. What you doing watching videos and not subscribing? And if you're old, make sure to hit that bell so you can get these notifications every time. It is finally spooky month. It is finally October. So I think personally, you guys are overdue for a little spooky marathon. Go ahead and tell me what type of content that you want me to cover during this month that you think is spooky in the comments down below. I am open to all requests. We need to make this month as scary and spooky as possible. And to be honest, I wouldn't be able to do that without my Patreon supporters, so a big thank you to Zenith 2A, Mr. Sandman, Mike, Sleepy Dragon, Power Lover, Sherry Morrison, Tron Destroy 23, Fitch Chivalry, Code Connor Purvis, S16, Squish, Rare Days, Mr. Bean, My Golden Experience, James Tucker, BMX30, Cinnamon Sticks, Scott, The Fake Musician, Buckethead, Samantha Bellhart, Admin Faniker, Bloody Hunter, Keely, Dundernats Hawk, and Noah. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. And if you want to help support the channel, there's 2 links in the description, one to my merch store and one to my Patreon. Both funds go directly into the channel so we can maintain what's happening here. And as always, stay zesty.